Hello everybody and welcome to Slovakia and the Slovakia Ring for the fourth round of the SMT WTCC League here today. Really happy to have you back for the fourth Saturday in a row for this league. It's a great pleasure to have you. Of course, for you guys who are following a bit what's going on Race Room, you will know and notice that we had a huge update. A huge update of the game this week, especially around the FFB, so the force feedback. It has changed things quite a lot, to be honest, and opinions are quite different on it from all the drivers. We have guys loving it, guys hating it, guys for who it didn't really change anything. But what is sure is that it will cause some problem for championship leader Grega Hujek, who is driving on a very old Logitech wheel, who is apparently too old to be able to handle the new update. So it is a kind of force to buy a new rig to stay in the game, so it's pretty disappointing for the moment. Dusan Miloradovic, second in the championship, has also some troubles. He said he's going between a second and a half and 2 seconds slower than before the update. So it is quite a change. But anyway, we'll see what will happen today. Here was Grega Hujek live here from the Helicam. We'll quickly go back to check the standings for now, as we have still 18 minutes to go in the practice session. Let's have a look at the standings. Here is not working apparently. What's going on? Let me check a second. There you go. I need to check, it must have, yeah. Sorry about that. I will try to fix it, but I have to, yeah. Some technical issue right now. So you will be spoiled for all the classification, which is not good. Anyway, it is alright. Let's go back. So yeah, Grega Hujek is currently quite easily leading the championship with 120 points. Ahead of Dusan Miloradovic with 87, Marko Mišović 76, Nenad Vladislavic 72. And then we have quite a gap to Sven Mackenberg 62, Bo Dixon 57, Denis Schöps 55, Pavel Mukonin 50, Boris Schmidt 45. So we have upper midfield pack which is really close together. With the new update, maybe Grega will struggle to keep his big lead for now. Then we still have some close gaps here, even towards the back of the grid. With a lot of guys between 10 and 4 points here. And we have the three lasts who couldn't yet score points: Laurinavicius, Page and Jager. Let's hope for the best for Tamas and Chaulius, who are here with us today. Back on the live feed, maybe we'll go down the helicopter and get closer to the action. For now, Sven Mackenberg is leading the pack. Sven Mackenberg, yeah, leading the pack with a 2:02.9 ahead of Dusan Milorovic, who is now on your screen. The Sim Racing Motorsport team driver. And this Volvo. Not a lot of Volvos. But it looks like Sven Mackenberg was the one who benefited the most from the update. He was saying in a Discord chat earlier this week that he didn't have any trouble with the update. It was getting smoother for him. So great to see. He's now the fastest right now. Whoa, and a slight touch here on I think it was Balenciaga. Yes, it was. And Sven is diving down to the pits. He was improving on his lap time, so shame for him. Saulius Laurinavicius driving Mato Homolas. Mato Homolas Chevy. And it seems like it didn't change, the update didn't change a lot for Marko Mišović, Nenad, Željko, even Richard Warren were staying in the same group, pretty much. We have some bigger gaps for now this week. See that only the 4 firsts are in the same seconds from Sven Mackenberg, so it is great. Let's maybe take the opportunity to drive a full lap with someone. I'm just checking who is closing down on the start-finish line. Maybe switch to Željko Pisaric. Yeah, who's coming around the last sector, and we'll go on board with Željko for a lap around the Slovakia Ring. Here we are with the Honda on the start-finish line here. This very long and wide straight where you can go 3-4 wide with no problem. Very late braking here after the 100-meter sign. Go clip the grass on the inside to rotate the car very good. For another long straight here, you need to go very on the curb on the left to maximize your speed in this really fast right-hander. And you want to keep your speed as much as possible. You go up the hill and downhill on the braking 100-meter sign. Go back to third gear. You want to go take this curb and the grass to make the car turn as you want. Then a flat double left-hander. You have to position the car well for the right-hander here, which lead to the very tricky braking zone for the very long right-hander here. Very tough to judge the better line to take here. And unfortunately Željko is putting an end to his lap. And yeah, let's go in Dusan now. Let's hope he will go to the end of this lap. We have 20 people in the server, which is really great. We'll have a great grid today, which is fine. You can hear Dusan just lifting just a little bit in the right-hander. down the hill here to third gear. You want to stay on the inside, the car wants to go very wide. Coming to the tricky part of the track here. Need to, middle of the track to brake in a straight line and then go to the apex. The slowest corner of this track here, the left-hander, you want to go and get that curb, we will make the car turn. You can go a little bit wide here, the track limits are quite light there. Then almost flat, I think, I don't know, I think it is flat out, left-hander. And then again a downhill braking point. You want to take a lot of the curb here on the inside. For another tricky part, you need to have a perfect line to be flat out for this section. And now we're going to the very long right turn in the last sector, braking 75 meters. And it never ends, never ends, never ends, and the car slides and you cannot put your foot on the throttle too early because you go straight where you don't want to go. So that was a lap around the Slovakia Ring. It will be around a little more than 2 minutes. And for now, the Chevrolet is leading the pack, and especially the one driven by Sven Mackenberg from the Takes 3 team. The other Chevys are a little bit further down the grid. Tamasya got in 13th. Oh, he just posted 204.5 to get back into the top 10. We have Pavel Mukkonen with a bit further down the order that we could have expected for him now. So maybe he has a bit of trouble also with the update, the force feedback stuff. Don't forget, if you can, to like the video, blue thumbs up to help us, and share the link to the people you think could be interested in this great championship. We are already at the 4th round. This is going really quickly now, but we are having fun every Saturday now. Maybe the order will be a bit mixed up with the new update just arrived to race room, but anyway, I'm sure it will still be really competitive. I'm sure about that our drivers will find a way to get used to it. And Pavel, 1.5 seconds behind Sven Mackenberg is a lot more than you could expect from the Russian driver, who is improving his lap time right now. With a great first sector, he will be will lose a couple of a lot of tenths behind Laurinavicius here, for sure. But he showed that he has some time left under his foot. I don't know if we can say that in English, but in French you can, so let's say it's okay. Now we are 5 minutes away from the quali session. So who do you think will be on pole position today? For now, Sven Mackenberg is definitely the favorite. But let's have a quick look back at the current standings in this championship. Grega Hudjek is leading, currently P6 with 120 points, so he has a huge gap ahead of Dusan Miroradovic, P2 for now, with the Volvo. Then I have Mishovic, Vladislavic, Mackenberg, Dixon who hasn't made a lap as of yet. So don't forget Bo. Also, it seems like when Bo is here, it's really tight on the schedule and just can come for the end of the practice session. But last time he was here, he did really good. So all the drivers didn't do all the 3 last rounds. I think Bo was missed the first one. Pavel was just here at the Slovakia Ring. But Grega was here and was competitive every time, so he's for now comfortably leading this championship. Back on the track for the end of the practice session. Let's check for maybe a little further down the grid. Balenciaga struggling apparently on this track. This track is quite tactical. Just posted a 207.3, which is more than 4 seconds behind Sven. Hello Marvin, how are you? Nice to see you here. Yeah, Sven. We can see that he's getting sometimes to the top of the order every time. And yeah, he said in the Discord that he liked the update, so no surprise to see him at the top. He was already not that far, so he's in the mix. Maybe his first win today. But first, he has to stay first in the quali session. Whoa, Sergio Nunez here going out of the track. He's also quite far from the pace, more than 4 seconds. As I was saying, this track is really about training and getting used to it, and you can get a lot of time by getting better lines and stuff like that. Boki Obradovic is here, I think, for the first time, or maybe he was here at Most. Happy to see him there. Boki, one of the SMT driver in this league. We have quite a lot of them again today for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them today out of the 21 drivers on track. Grega is he's back in a pit. When Tamas Jäger did improve quite a lot. Nice to see. Tamas, who we know is fast. Marko Mišović is also closing the gap on Sven, but still half a second. Only Dusan, Marko and Nenad can stay in the same second from the German driver, so really good performance. And we'll now see in the quali session what can be done. by those guys. Let's go back with the helicam, or maybe I'll take the... I like sometimes to have those static cams. Especially here we'll go into the quali session. So remember we have 15 minutes of quali. There you go. They are all ready to roll. Look at that. Look at those guys. Ooh, and they already touched a bit. We saw that. And I think it is Boki in first position. No, so Dennis, Desho, no. I'm looking for oh, it is Bo Dixon. Didn't make a single lap. Oh, look at these great cameras, and you can see the snake of cars behind those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is great shot from during the practice lap. And look at that. Dennis Schöpf now representing the KCG Racing League. I can't remember, Marvin, if it's you or Sven who was driving in the KCG GT3 League. But the next season of this league will start pretty soon. Registrations are open. So if you like to drive GT4s, feel free to ask Dennis about it. And now it will be time to shine for all those guys. Let's go back to normal cameras. Let's get right back into it. Bo Dixon first on track, ahead of Mr. Miloranovic. So we'll have great references right in the first lap. Just received the notification of French guy taking the yellow jersey. Oh yeah, you were driving. Okay. So what Bo will do in the first sector, 35.0. What about Dushan, 34.9. Who we have behind? Jerko, 35.3. Marco, 34.7. Sven, 34.9. 35.1. Pavel, 34.9. Nenad will come there soon with Grega right behind. This will be close. Oh, you can't join, any of you? Ah, it's a shame. I was a bit surprised that out of nowhere this league get right away some attentions for from big names and stuff, and it was completely deserved because I had a hell of a time there, and competition was really high with Novosekov and Von Roon and you and some guys. Even the guest drivers were really quick. And on the line now, Dushan is taking the best lap for now with a 203.2. let's see, after that, Mishovic lost some time overtaking the Honda. Sven Mackenberg with the 203.1. Pavel is third for now. Bo fourth. Marco fifth. Let's see what the championship leader can do now. Grega Hudek 7/10 down after the first two sectors. Here he is on the line. P6, 7/10 slower than Sven Mackenberg. It is already much better than in free practice, but Sven had a bit of traffic and is improving his lap time again. 10th and a half better than his first lap. Let's get on board with the takes 3 driver. Let's remember the format of those races. We have the 15 minutes rally now, and then 2 20 minutes race with the top 8 reversed in the second race. So important to have a great quali for sure, because we saw in the last rounds that it is difficult to overtake with these cars. Ooh, Sven is in a really good lap, and he even has some a little bit of slipstream from the guy ahead. I think it is Denis Schups ahead, or maybe Jeko Pisaric. I think it is Jeko. Yep, there it is. But Sven is in a very good lap with the slipstream here. That will help him a lot. 202.6.5, sorry, what a lap. What a lap by Sven Mackenberg, who is now almost 7/10 faster than Dusan Miloradovic. Whoa. What a lap. What a lap by Sven Mackenberg. And now the others have to react to that. Dusan second, Pavel third, Bo fourth, Desho Choki much better than the previous races. P5, Marko Mišović P6, Grega Hudek P7, Nenad Vladisavljević P8, Tamas Jager P9, and Richard Warren P10 for now. And Dusan didn't improve his first sector, but he's still in the mix. Still gonna make the Volvo, one of the 2 Volvos today, along with Borko Pantelic. And Dusan is making the most of this blue car, who has been today replaced in WTCR by the Link & Co. Still has the same color, the same team. But it is now a Chinese brand and no a Swedish one. How about this lap time by Dusan? It's getting closer, but still not in contention for the pole position. Dusan will probably improve his lap time, getting back to maybe in the same half second than Sven. But what a lap by the takes 3 driver. The response by the runner-up. Oh, he did a very good last sector. But it's... yeah, his time was valid, but it was showing strange stuff, but he came back half a second behind Sven, who is for now really well placed in this quali. Pavel Mukonin a bit Bit blocked in his lap by bye. Can't find it on the track map. Is the track map working, by the way? There you go. See all those guys. So he was blocked by Sergio Nunez, who is also in his quali lap. You can see this track is like a snail turning into itself. But for now, Sven Mackenberg is turning around others. Here is the Take 3 driver. What? Bo Dixon is warming up his tires by going to the grass. He will have, I think, 2 more laps. How about Grega Hudzik, championship leader? Already half a second deficit after the first sector. Tough one for Grega so far. Also a bit difficult for Nenad. 3 times down after the first sector. How about Sven starting a new lap? His final one, I guess. Maybe we'll have another one just at the end, but it may not even be mandatory because he has a good lead now. I just saw the first valid lap for Dionysis Faraos is worth a P10 ahead of Richard Warren. Dennis Sheps is struggling a little bit too. Only P13. Where I used to see him a bit higher than that. But also shows how tricky this track is. And how everybody's trying to adapt to the new update. Nenad just went back to P7. Grega is just did a lap. Was just a bit slower than his previous one. This is his last lap now. Championship leader, currently P9 on this grid. But if he gets something like 4 or 5 10, he will be in the second row of the grid, which he would be really happy with for sure. But he's already almost half a second down in the first sector. He's really struggling. How about Dusan, his teammate from the SMT team, second in the championship, as Sven Mackenberg went back to the pit. So I think we can say that the pole time will be a 2:02.579. Dusan just improved his first sector. Oh, so Honda going straight out. Let's see what Pavel can do. It's quite close after the first sector. Where is Marco? He won't improve on his lap time. I'm just checking guys who can improve. It's already quite far from Bo. Disho has his time invalidated, so Marco will not go better than P4. So we're gonna follow Dusan and Pavel battling, I think, for P2 now. Coming to the last part of the track. Oh, he lost quite a lot in the second sector, Dusan. So we'll switch to the Lada of the Russian driver of the Lada Sports Rosneft. He's improving. He's improving. He can go in second position. Let's check with Dusan. We saw the Honda of He just cancelled his lap. Couldn't do better. Can Pavel do better? He has the Honda of Gigax right ahead. A little bit too far for the slipstream, I guess. And Pavel on the line, taking second place with a 203.0, but the only guy who was able to go under the 203s was Sven Mackenberg, the virtual drivers by TX3 driver is on pole position, ahead of Pavel Mukonin. Dusan Miloradovic for the SMT team is third, ahead of Marko Mišović. Bo Dixon P5, Desho Choki P6, Nenad Vladisarevic P7, Tamas Jäger. Very good performance for the Hungarian driver. P8, Grega Hujek, championship leader. P9, P10 was Richard Warren. Let's go into Eddie Cam during the 5-minute warm-up before race 1. So yeah, Richard Warren retook P10. P11 will be Dionysis Faraos. P12 Denis Schups. P13 Mikel Gigax. P14 Jelko Pisaric. P15 Šolius Laurinavicius, who is still looking to score his first points in this league. He was really close in several races, but little mistakes here and there. Balint P16 ahead of Sergio Núñez, struggling a bit more than usual today. The P17 Borko Pantelic 18 ahead of Boki Obradovic, Andre Moraes and Simon van der Broek. Those two, Moraes and van der Broek, battled all the way in Moscow last week and got some points because the grid was smaller last week, and they got points for finishing the race. Fair play to them. Three minutes in the warm-up. We'll be back right after this. And we are back here in Slovakia for the end of the warm-up and the start of race 1. Hello Grega and Dusan. Good luck to you. A bit harder than what could be anticipated, but after the update it was predictable. Good luck in there, guys. Srećno, srećno. Salvage what you can. But yeah, Dusan, you're in a good position. But now let's get ready for the start of the race. They are all getting on the grid. The 21 cars starting today. Look at this grid forming up. Those camera shots are great for the grid. Look how wide the straight is and how wide the two lines are between one another. And we are almost ready to start here in Slovakia for the first round of the SMT WTCC League. And it's lights out and away we go. Great start by Sven Meikenberg. Try to find some great camera angles. Everybody is trying to get some slipstream. Pavel Mukanin already alongside Dusan Miloradovic for the first corner. I think it took second place. From Dusan, can he make it stick? We see that what happened behind. I see that Richard Warren is now last. And Grega Hudjak also lost a lot of position, P17. But hand Sven had the start he wanted. Ahead of Pavel, Dusan, Marco Bo, Dixon, so MX. We have a quite big group here. Grega's trying to get back up the order. Let's go on board with the Slovenian driver on the outside of Sergio Nunez here. Maybe now on the inside. Oh, that was... Oh, this will be checked for sure. What Sergio did here, moving out of braking. This would be reviewed for sure, but Grega Hudjak now is down to P18. While Sven Meikenberg is flying with Pavel Mukanin just trying to stay in the vicinity. I will just post something to keep in mind what happened with Sergio Nunez. Moving under braking. And after the first lap, Sven Meikenberg is comfortably leading the race ahead of Pavel Mukanin, Dusan Miloradovic, who closed up the gap a little bit. Marko Mišović is P4, Bo Dixon P5, Desho Choki P6, ahead of Nenad Vladisavljevic and Tamas Jäger P8. Not a lot of position movement. Outside of, unfortunately, Richard Warren, who just came back to the pits. And he has another drive-through penalty for spinning in a pit lane. So a race to forget for the British driver, as Grega Hudjak is trying to get up the order. Can see some action here in the back of the field. That was close to drama for Mikael here. And Andrei Moraes. Oh, nice. So Dusan and Pavel battling for P2. Dusan retake his starting position, and Marko is keen on taking advantage here of the fight between the guys ahead. and they all are back fighting, forgetting already that Sven Mackenberg is ahead and will win the race. Almost surely, if he doesn't make any mistake. Pavel is waiting for... Ooh, and Marco just came to touch him in the last corner, which... Oh, and Pavel is going to the pits? What happened? Does he have a drive-through? Or did he mess up with the fuel or anything like that? Seems like it is a drive-through penalty. Haven't seen that on the screen. But yeah, Pavel Mukonin back on track, P19. As Grega Hudek is getting back into the points with the 14th place ahead of Mikel Gigax. And we'll be back on Sergio Núñez, who needs to be careful on his maneuver. Nenad is apparently struggling a little bit also on this track. Look how close Thomas Jäger is. Really wants to get the 6th position. We saw a little bit earlier that Nenad was getting really close to Desho, and now Thomas is diving down the inside here. Whoa, that was close. That was close, but clean. Was a bit ambitious from Thomas, but he wants to show the pressure. I see behind Grega was overtaken Sergio Núñez this time. Back to P13 behind Borko Pantelic. Meanwhile, Denis Schups back in the top 10, but he can see pole position for race 2 with the other Honda ahead of Jacob Pisaric, but he has the Lara of Faraos ahead of him. Grega, another move on Borko Pantelic. Balenciaga is currently P11 with Grega behind him, but he was struggling a bit in quali and stuff, so I'm sure he's happy to be where he is, and he maybe won't block too much. Grega here, who is diving down the inside. Slight touch between the two, but I feel it's okay. Balin didn't leave a lot of space to the Slovenian driver, who will for sure try something at the end of this straight. Balin defending, late braking is Grega Hudek. Around the outside he goes, really tough in this almost double right-hander. But I think he had the move stick. Yeah, a really great move by Grega Hudek, championship leader, trying to survive with no force feedback at all, almost. But he's here, trying to protect his position. Still have this battle for the podium places between Miloradovic, Mišović, Dixon and Choki. 4 guys for 2 places. But for now, this guy is flying around the Slovakia Ring and is leading by 5 seconds. We haven't seen that in this league so far. A 5-second lead after 4 laps. This is a really good performance by Sven Mackenberg. But behind him now, it will battle hard for the remaining podium places. You can see the Volvo, the Honda of Marko Mišović in the slipstream. Decided not to dive down the inside. He has another opportunity. at the end of this straight. The really fast right-hander here. It is really tough to follow somebody really close. And you can see the Honda is not that close anymore and won't be able to do anything about it. You can see Simon van der Broek now under pressure from Pavel Mukonin after his drive-through penalty. And the Russian driver will go down the inside and get a pass easily, I guess. And Sergio Nunez has some trouble. Oh, he's really far. He's really far off the track. Sergio Nunez. And he's back to P19. And look who is back in the points. We're talking about it in the practice session. Saulius Laurinavicius still 0 point in this championship, but has been so close. Now he's in P15. That's what he needs to. Problem is Pavel Mukonin is already 4 seconds behind. Will be tough. And Bo Dixon is now alongside Marko Mišović, who maybe has made a mistake somewhere. And look at that, was aggressive from Marko. Bo had to brake a little bit earlier than he wanted, and now has the other green Honda of Deshu Choki right behind him. Let's have those little boxes for the best laps and stuff like that. For now, the fastest lap is, of course, for Sven Mackenberg with a 2:02.9. 2:02.6, sorry. So it's even faster than in quali, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he's sliding through the right-hander here. Meanwhile, Nenad Vladislav is still under pressure from Tamas Jager. Going down the inside is the Hungarian driver that touched a little bit. And I think Tamas is... no, he has taken the position. I think it was quite a late move from the Hungarian driver. And it was a bit too aggressive to my mind. Now Nenad must be quite hot about it, and we'll try to get Tamas Jager back. Meanwhile, Dusan Miroradovic is now has now made a gap for himself, as Grega Hudjek is back on the tail of Dionysis Faraos. He will try to dive down the inside of the last corner. There you go. And Grega is back in the top 10 now. Be careful, because Dionysis will have the slipstream in the start-finish line. The yellow ladder will get closer and closer for sure. Can he try something down the inside? No. He thinks better of it. I think he'll try to follow Grega a bit to climb back the order. Come back into the back of Denis Schups and Jelko Pisaric. Bo Dixon still really close behind Marko Mišović. Has been just behind for quite a while now, and we have a fight at the very back of the field here. It was between Sergio Nunez and Simon van der Broek, who almost spun the car in the fast right-hander. You need to keep your foot on the gas, Otherwise, the back of the car, the front wheel drive cars, if you just release the throttle, the back is just going everywhere. Bo Dixon still right behind Marko Mišović here. And you can see the blue Volvo just ahead, having just the good gap to stay close, to stay safe. Sorry, I'm checking all the datas at the same time. My mouth is, my brain and my mouth are too slow to say everything that I think about. Really nice last corner by Marko Mišović, who gives himself a bit of gap to Bo, coming down on the start-finish line. Oh, by the way, Sven Markenberg is leading by 9 seconds. She's absolutely insane. And now we'll have a fight here for the last point available today. It is now for Saulius Laurinavicius, but look who is behind. Look who is behind Pavel Mukonin. But he's also faster than Borko Pantelic. But Pavel is a second and a half faster than the Lithuanian driver. We'll check this battle a little bit between those three guys. We have also just ahead Balenciaga trying to defend over Mikael, and I think he did for now. And Borko will have his mirror full and great move on the inside by Pavel Mukonin, who is taking 15th place. And if I was Laurinavicius, I will stay as close as I can to the Russian driver, the Lada Sports Rosnev driver, to come back to Borko Pantelic and try to get him. Hello, Lela. Nice to have you here. And the Volvo is struggling with the straight line speed, and I think we'll see that here. Pavel down the inside. Borko won't resist too much. He knows there's nothing to do with Pavel, but with Saulius behind, well, we can't see a thing with the number 70 here. Here inside, on board with the Lithuanian. In the slipstream of the Volvo, as ahead we see Mikael still trying to get ahead of Balenciaga. Oh, and Andre Moraes, who was retired in the first race, just said in a chat that he has a big FPS drop and just can't drive that way. Balenciaga defending the inside once again. When they touched a little bit, I think it was a racing incident. And now, Balint is keeping the position for now, but they are still side by side, and it will be tough to stay side by side. Oh, and Mikael just touched the grass. Bye bye. He's shunned by Pavel and Borko Pantelic. Oh, unfortunate for Mikael. When Saulius going down the inside. They're side by side now. Borko still ahead, but both of them are in the points right now because of Mikael's mistake. Just clip the grass on the outside, and the car just spun right away. Let's see at the start of the last lap if Bo is close enough to make a move on Marko Mišović for the podium. Not close enough. Not close enough, but I'm sure the pressure will be higher when Grega is coming back on Denis Šups in the last lap. Trying to get P9. He will be just short on the race 2 pole position. And Bo Dixon will try everything to try and get this podium. He has spent the whole race right in the gearbox of Marko Mišović, sorry about that. And can he try something in the last lap? This will be tough. Let's check Grega behind, trying to overtake Denis Šups. And Bo Dixon, as close as it gets. Look at that from the back of Marco's car. Can he dive down the inside? No, he wants to be as close as possible to try something in the last corner. Sven Mackenberg, masterclass today, will win this race. Just here he is on the line. Sven Mackenberg, winner of race 1 today at the Slovakia Ring. Nothing to say about it. Amazing win by Sven Mackenberg. Dusan Miroradovic will take P2 ahead of Marko Mišović, who will keep Bo Dixon right behind. Dešo Čoki will be P5 ahead of Tamas Jäger and Nenad Vladislavic. And Jelko Pisaric will start on pole position for race 2. Finished just ahead of Denis Šups, Grega Hudek, Dionysis Faraos, Pavel Mukonin after his drive-through came back to take 12th position ahead of Balenciaga. Borko Pantelic, Saulius Laurinavicius and Boki Obradovic just came short for the last point available today. Mikael Žigax unfortunately won't score points in this race 1. With a P17, Sergio Nunez P18 and under investigation for this first lap move under braking. Simon van der Broek, difficult race for him. He said he didn't have a lot of time to train for this race. And Richard Warren, who had I think 2 drive-throughs, brought the car home and in P20. But amazing win by Sven Mackenberg, who also has the fastest lap of the race for more than a second faster than the second one. Dusan Miroradovic second, Marko Mišović third, Bo Dixon fourth, Dešo Čoki fifth, Tamas Jäger sixth, Nenad Vladislavic seventh. Jelko Pisaric P8 will start on pole position, and we'll have his mirrors full. Denis Šups is 9th ahead of Grega Hudek, who rounds up the top 10. Then this is Faraos, Pavel Mukonin, Balenciaga, Borko Pantelicin, Saulius Laurinavicius were the other point scorers. Another 5 minutes warm up before the start of race 2. This was an interesting race. Unfortunately, we missed what happened at the start for Richard and Grega, who lost quite a lot of position. But it was a great battle for the podium places, but Sven was just impossible to beat today. He was clearly faster than everybody. Will be interesting to see how we can climb up in race 2, starting from P8. He has the pace to do the first Grand Slam in this championship. But we're not there yet, because ahead of him we'll have Miloradovic, Mišović, Dixon, Čoki, Jäger, Vladisavljević, Pisaric. Those are names you really don't want to have around you, or you really want to have around you when you want to have great racing. And we will have great racing. You can see that we have only Richard Warren on track right now, with Thomas Jäger leaving the pit lane. I like to see the track map from time to time, but sometimes it just doesn't work, which is a shame. But yeah, pretty excited for race 2. We were supposed to have a I forgot about it, but we were supposed to have a new driver today in this league, a new driver that most of you must know if you drive a little bit around the race room. But yeah, Jirair Gurunyan was supposed to be with us today. He will drive the Volvo, but he's not. And yeah, he won't be here today, but we'll be there for the rest of the championship. So hope to see him soon. We have another guest driver who will be with us in some next rounds, but we'll talk to you about that when everything will be set up. And we are getting close to the start of race number 2 here at the Slovakia Ring. I really learned to love this track, actually, because when you first drive on it, it is quite tough, but when you get used to it and have the flow, this track has a kind of flow that you need to learn and get into you. And now personally I love it, and I there are quite a lot of overtaking opportunities that was what was lacking in some of the first tracks we went to. So this is great to have spots to take the inside. We saw Grega around the outside. It is it's just fun to see those guys showing their skills, and they have a lot of skills, so it is cool to see them show it. And it will be time now for race number 2 here at the Slovakia Ring. Željko Pisaric will start on pole position. Pressure is on him now. Well, I'm sure it is good pressure. Must be excited. And here we are, ready to roll. Let's go with this camera again. Love it to see the grid getting ready to start. I need to check which camera is the best, because this one is quite too far from the grid. I think this one will be okay, and we'll go back to Helicam maybe when the rest will start. We're waiting for the car, and everybody is on track and ready to go. The red lights on. And it's lights out and away we go. Great start by Jelko Pisaric. We saw a car struggling for traction. And we have some contacts behind between Tamas Jäger and Marko Mišović. The two green Hondas are also battling, and Tamas Jäger is aggressively on the outside. Let's check from behind what's going on. Let's switch back to the right cameras. It's Balenciaga, but Jelko Pisaric still leading. Ahead of Nenad Vladislavovich, Dešo Čoki has taken the third position. Tamas Jäger is fourth, Marko Mišović fifth. To check what is happening behind. Seems like everybody is pretty safe through the first corner. Let's quickly head back to the head of the pack. Maybe we can have this great static camera here. Oh, look at them. Look at them battling for position everywhere. Oh, that was a great shot, huh? Actually, pretty happy about that. But let's go back to the race. Jelko Pisaric defending already against Nenad. That he made a little bit of a mistake. And then I will have the perfect line, but I think the guy with the best position now is Dešo Čoki in third position. 3 Hondas leading this race. And Nenad is maybe going down the inside. No, he's thought better of it. Greg Hauđek is back on the attack, getting ahead of Balenciaga, who retaliates a little bit. I think it's all good. And now slipstream battle. Look at Nenad getting closer. And Marko Mišović came back, is now third. When Dešo Čoki lost already a couple of positions and almost lost another one. Let's check the battle between Dusan Miloradovic and Sven Mackenberg from Dešo Čoki. Rear wing. It will be tough for Dusan on the outside. Dešo is giving the slipstream to Sven Mackenberg. He cannot cross the track. And Sven Mackenberg has the move done. We have another battle between Pavel Mukonin and Bo Dixon right behind, but Dusan is still on the inside here, and it will be quite tough to make it through here safely. As in the meantime, Dešo Čoki is back on the inside of Marko Mišović, who has also been overtaken by Tamas Jäger, who is now on the podium. Oh, and Marko has been thrown away by... I can't find him anymore. Marko will be back in last position. Clumsy move here, and Dešo lost also lots of position. The touch will need to have a look at that. I will put it in my my little piece of paper. Race 2, lap 2. Mišović, Čoki. So let's get back to the track where now we have the first 3 guys with a little bit of a gap, but look who's fourth. It's already Sven Mackenberg, so we will be back in the mix really shortly for sure. Got Tamas Jäger in the slipstream. He's diving down the inside, but also Nenad also tried something. This is really close. Also, we also have Pavel right behind Dusan Miloradovic behind them. And Nenad needs to find a way. Oh, and look at Tamas going on the grass. And Tamas, he cannot do that. He cannot do that. Forcing his way up the inside. The second time in the same corner on Nenad. And you can see that Nenad is not happy about it, but look at Dusan Miloradovic trying to take advantage. Ooh, this is a huge battle here. Sven Mackenberg in the mix. Has overtaken now Nenad Vladisavljevic. And Pavel Mukonin is right behind as well, trying to take advantage. As Bo Dixon has overtaken Dusan Miloradovic as well. And yeah. This is getting cheapy between those guys. You can see that Sven is quite faster than the other, but look at Tamas Jäger closing down Andrzejko Pisaric, and we saw that Tamas was not wasting time at all, making some moves. Can he do it? No, but let's check behind what happened between Pavel, Bo, Dusan. Also have Denis and Grega behind. So Grega is not that far. Pavel just had a slowdown. And Tamas is alongside Jelko here. They touch once again. And now Tamas will have a slowdown for sure. Let's check it from Sven Mackenberg's perspective. Jelko, hang on to the lead of this race. But behind them, look at this group. Look at this group with Pavel Mukonin, Bo Dixon, Dusan Miloradovic, Denis Ševs, and Grega Hudjek at the bottom. This is great to see. Nenad Vladisavljevic holding on to his fourth position. But look what you can see from the back of his car. See a Lada Sport Rosnev driver. That Bo Dixon, Dusan Miloradovic, second in the championship. Denis Ševs, championship leader over there as well. And they are all coming back. Jelko Pisaric still hanging on to this first place, but look at Sven Mackenberg, aggressive. Right behind Tamas Jäger now. This camera is bad on the Chevy. Maybe you can try something down the inside here on Tamas Jäger, who cannot now defend too much, and he has to yield for the Takes 3 driver, who is taking second place. Very nice move from Sven. Now you can see the train of cars getting from one to another. And you always have another one behind and another one behind. Only Grega doesn't have to check his mirrors too much. We have a second group here with Borko Pantelic sliding into the corner, Marko Vinšović, Sergio Núñez as well. Oh, look at this group. And Marko forcing his way on the inside of Richard Warren. Ooh, and Borko Pantelic completely missed his braking point and is out of the track. And it's not the first time we saw him making questionable moves. Look at those guys, look at those guys. Oh, and Tamas missed his braking point, and look who's back on the podium. Nenad Vladisavljevic, who was under immense pressure for a couple of laps, but is back in the mix, and Borko Pantelic just retired from the race. See here, Nenad touched by Tamas once again, but Jelko is doing a hell of a job to keep these guys behind him fighting, and he's still leading with a little less than 10 minutes to go in this race. And look at this train. Look at this train. This is absolutely crazy. Might be careful. Sven Mackenberg is now alongside Jelko Pisaric. Can he do the move around the outside of the first corner? Who will be the late breaker? Sven is for now. But Jelko has a great line. They touch quite a bit. But Jelko is hanging on. It was okay to my mind. This is crazy to see. And now Jelko is forced to defend the inside here. Can Sven make the move around the outside? He braked really late. But Jelko is still hanging on, hanging on. Meanwhile, Tamas Jäger retake P3 from Nenad. And he's still quite close from the two leaders. Right now, Nenad has pressure from Pavel Mukonin behind him, who is trying to go down the inside. Not on Nenad's watch. And Tamas is... He didn't know if he was alongside Sven or not anymore. Oh, that's a bad move. That's a bad move from Tamas Jäger. Right when Jelko went a bit wide in this corner. And now Tamas has lost some position to Nenad and Pavel Mukonin. And now has Dusan Miroradovic right behind him. We'll have quite some work to do. Let's lap 6, Jäger. And Jelko still hanging on to his first place. He's giving Sven the inside line here. Can the T3 driver take advantage? No, but Pavel Mukonin took advantage to step on the podium after drive-through in the first race. He's getting really close to being the driver of the day. With for now for sure Sven Mackenberg, who is once again on the outside of Jelko Pisaric here. Can he make the move? No. Dusan is here. There are 3 wide behind. Nenad and Tamas Jäger still fighting here. But for sure Tamas will have will hear from us for a couple of moves were a bit too aggressive. Oh, and look at that once again. Once again Tamas Jäger touching Nenad. But he's the one who lost the most every time. Now to Bo Dixon and Dusan Miroradovic. Meanwhile the trio ahead. The podium is getting away. Oh, very late move by Pavel Mukonin on Sven Mackenberg. And guess who will take advantage of that? Once again Jelko Pisaric, who is surviving this race. 10 minutes. Can Pavel go down the inside here? Another touch between those guys, and Tamas Jäger I think has been disqualified from this race. And I have to say I think it is really deserved. Because he was fast, he was in the mix, but he was not clean at all. So great thing that we had the incident limit to 40 And now Thomas Jäger is out of the race. And Grega Hudzik has overtaken Denis Schips and is trying to catch this group. When Sven Mackenberg is so fast in the right-hander that he always come right back at Jelko Pisaric. Oh, I was about to say he's keeping his line here, but not that much. And Pavel is trying to sneak his nose in there. This is, I think, the most aggressive race we've seen in this league so far. We'll have quite some work to do as Stewart. But, ooh, and now Sven down the inside. Late move. Great move by the German driver. And now the others have to be really careful because he's much faster. He has much more pace. Couldn't show it for now. But now he has done the move. And he's leading the race. As I see Mikael Gigax losing some position as I think he made a mistake. Marko Mišović on Balint Jager, the only Jager left on the grid. And I think Sven is... oh, a very bad move by Pavel Mukonin, and both Jelko Pisaric and Pavel Mukonin are out in the gravel trap. Oh, what a big mistake there by Pavel, who is letting Jelko through. And look what I found, says Bo Dixon, who is in second position. But yeah, we'll have some work, definitely. But I think Sven will go on and have the Grand Slam today. But Grega stayed out of the trouble and is in P5. So I think he would have time for such a result at the start of the race. And Dusan is now on the inside of Nenad to take the final podium spot. A battle between three SMT drivers here. Nenad is keeping the position for now, but yeah, Marvin is it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. We'll have to calm the guys down a little bit, because this is not what we want to see. I think the main instigator... Oh, really great move from the outside here, Dusan. I think Nenad is getting close to the incident limit. Doesn't want to get in trouble. Denis Schips also in P6. Dionysis Faraos again P9. Really, really strong race for him. As I switch right in the middle of the battle here. But Sven Mackenberg just did the fastest lap of the race, almost a second faster than Bo Dixon. So fair play to him. He was the clear fastest today, and will take both wins after his pole position and two fastest laps. Oh, and Dusan has been pushed out by Nenad, who is disqualified from the race. And look who is on the podium right now. It is Grega Hudzik, but oh, I've never seen Nenad do something like that. I think he was He was really annoyed by what happened with Thomas and just missed that one. Danish Ships now has an opportunity to be back on the podium, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, it turns out to could have been much better with all those guys all together. Could have been an amazing race, and we had questionable moves, but these guys showed that he was the man today. And Sven Mackenberg wins race 1, race 2 of the SMT WTCC League Round 4 here at the Slovakia Ring. The German driver won the race ahead of Bo Dixon and Grega Hudzik, who will take third right ahead of Denis Šef, Jelko Pisaric and Pavel Mukonin. P5, P6, Dionysis Faraos, P7, Marko Mišović, who was in the gravel trap in the first lap, finished P8, Dusan Miroradovic only P9, Desho Choki also went to the gravel trap, P10, Balintjager P11, Boki Obradovic silently took P12 ahead of Sergio Núñez. Saulius Laurinavicius double point finish for him. Mikael Žižák scored a point, at least overtaking Richard Warren in the last lap, I guess. And Simon van den Broek struggled from start to finish and will be P17 and last of this race, but fair play to Sven Mackenberg. Really nice performance for him. Really nice performance for him. I'm a bit I don't know what to think about this race, because it was great and not great at the same time, you know. Too aggressive, some bad moves. I think we will head right to the replay center. But yeah, first mind that Sven Mackenberg won ahead of Bo Dixon, Grega Hudzik third, Denis Šef, Jelko Pisaric, Pavel Mukonin, Dionysis Faraos, Marko Mišović, Dusan Miroradovic, Desho Choki, Balintjager, Boki Obradovic, Sergio Núñez, Saulius Laurinavicius, Mikael Žižák scored points, Richard Warren and Simon van den Broek. Outside of the points, André Moraes couldn't drive this second race, and Nenad Vladisavljević, Tamas Jager and Borko Pantelic got disqualified because of the incident limit. So now we are over the midway point of this championship. Fourth round in the book. Next week we'll go to Italy and Monza for the next round. We'll have a quick look at what happened, especially in race 2 on the replay tool of Race Room, and then I'll have to end the stream because I'm going racing for the TX3 Le Mans Series Championship. So it's LMP1 and GT3 cars endurance races, 2-hour races. Today we are at Laguna Seca, and I will maybe drop the link of the stream in French I will drop the link in the chat if you want to spend a little time with us tonight. Okay, share, copy. And here's the link in the chat. Richard, that was rough. Yeah, forgot about only full start in the first race. Oh. On my screen, I saw that you were speeding in a pit lane in the when you did your first drive-through, and then yes, race 2 was not the cleanest we've seen, and I encourage you guys to make reports because we cannot find all the incidents and stuff that happen. So just feel free to make some reports because we don't want this league to slide into the dirty side of racing. So feel free to do it. Yeah, Sven and Bo, especially Sven, was amazing today. But it was solid by you, Bo, today. I think it was more than. It was more. Look what I found when you got that P2, but you did a great job, definitely today. Yeah, Dushan, a great job to you too. Let's check some of the things that happen. In race 2, in lap 2, there was this thing between Marko Mišović and Dešo Čoki. So everything's changed in this. So we can do that. So I think it was here. Yeah. What happened between those two? First touched here. They touched again. Touched a third time. Now we'll see. Desho still has the right to be on the outside, and I think Marco just came across him. I think if we go with Desho's perspective, we'll see that was on his line trying not to get out of the track, and Marco just came across, unfortunately. So nothing too much here, I guess. Then I think the main suspect will be Thomas Jäger in there for sure. I saw that in the chat. Laurinovic was talking about moving under braking from Sergio Núñez, but we saw that in race 1 from him, so I think we'll have a look deeper into it. But I will just write quickly something in the Discord server. So it's done. No, we didn't freeze it. It was me writing something on Discord. So look at it. Car is back moving, but I didn't remember where Thomas had some troubles. I think we'll have to review it. Let's see what happened lap 8. This is what I wrote on my my screen with Pavel. Oh man, I won't know which lap is lap 8. Oh, when he crashed, yeah. So at some point Pavel will get second position. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh, I think Sven will overtake Jeko and then, yeah. Okay, so next lap. Oh, there it is. So I need to check where the braking points are. So right after the 100-meter sign. Jeko braked a little earlier. Pavel way later, considering he had the slipstream. And couldn't keep the car on track. This is unfortunate to see that, but I think it is it's Pavel's fault for sure. Because Jeko is not braking like miles away from the braking point. Just a bit earlier and this happened. Oh, I can see the stream is freaking lagging while we are in the replay mode. Check that. Yeah, every time I go on. Okay, so I won't bother you with the lagging stream. I will we will have a look at the replays, but if we have some drivers here in the chat, please guys report if you saw some really bad maneuvers from others, because we want to be fair. We want to have a good competition. So the second race was not the best one we've seen in this league. So so don't be afraid to do it. It will help us a lot, because we will anyway go through the race footage and find some stuff. But if you guys can help us a bit with that, it will be appreciated. But anyway, let's don't forget that we had a really good time today for those two races. The second one was crappy, but was scrappy, not crappy. But we still had a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun being your host today. I see Dennis coming in the chat. Yeah, exactly, Dennis. You did what you had to stay out of troubles, and you did it really well. P5, P4 in the second race. Amazing. But yeah, thank you guys again. I will have to quickly fly to Laguna Seca to be on the track in a couple of minutes for the TX3 Le Mans Series Championship. So you have the link to follow this race if you want. Yeah, race 1 was superb. Yeah, definitely. I think race 1 was what this track can bring the best. But as Marvin said a bit earlier, reverse grid is always insane, and I have to say fair play to Žeko, who did a really good job keeping everybody behind. Starting on pole position, he was clearly a bit slower than everybody behind him, but he did a really good job, and the others just kept getting together and fighting, scrapping, and it brought the pack really close to each other, which led to some incidents. But anyway, it was a great fun. I mean, for me to watch you guys and watch these guys being so close to each other from first to ninth position. I think it was 2 seconds, which is absolutely insane. So we had a good time today. Next week we'll be in Monza. So maybe the guys driving the Chevys and the Volvos right now are a bit scared because of their lack of straight line speed. But anyway, I wish you a pleasant weekend. Have fun, and we will see you next week at Monza. Bye bye.